All right, abusia, lawyer Martin Pegbu, xenophobic attack ya ekoso ewo South Africa. Abusia, ene pepe edin komo, yes. Lawyer Martin Pegbu legal private practitioner. Na wadin komo, no watu message edi amane South African president anidin edi Cyril Ramaphosa. No wakache ne say, hwe ni ankofo 30th of June mo kan say Africa fo yina woye obi a woye African na wonye South African free South Africa no be 30th of June no say na nyoma esi no 30th of June no de no emma so na wahwe de hu say ade a enkofo ni ombe ya na omobeye no the message e de ama South African president wasan so atubi e de ama na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a wo chene semu a abusia we de ma meka so pese yekọ na yayeti ensemo a lawyer Martin Pegbu ade aba abotin a wadi bi ade ama president Cyril Ramaphosa South African president any ya president and din ade His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chene semu a senia enkofo esi ekunkana for South Africa no ano eden nti abusia mu yin ensemo ka che His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sisi aha that's why
send that clear message, as Ms. Bento was saying, to the South African government, that he says, look, they are complicit. They're condemning this verbally, but as we speak, not much has been done about it. And that has resulted in this killing, which they are giving a different account of. Well,
yeah, yes, absolutely. I mean, this about in terms of the key points. It's the third or fourth time we are discussing
about
it.
The third
and
time, yes.
Making the same point, that the regime is complicit. Okay? The regime is complicit. So under international law, see, the last I was referring to the Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations, and most especially to the Vienna Convention of the consular relations, right? So under international law, the South African government has an obligation, and it's a plethora of decided cases, to protect our citizens. So the moment our citizens are being killed like flies, okay, and investigations don't go anywhere, then you begin to see the complicity of the state in it. And also, most especially with the fact that they have elections looming. So the government doesn't want to lose the elections, so doesn't want to go hard on the citizens. And so it is very clear that they are complicit. That much, I'm convinced, and we'll be making that point. They are complicit. If they wanted to protect our citizens, they know what to do. But because they are not interested, then they do this half-hearted attempts. Half-hearted. You see, even when we started repatriating our citizens, they didn't, I mean, they are happy. Yeah, that's why I say they are happy. Have you seen them make...
Well, they said it was an exaggerated, response, and that,
The fact that somebody is dead proves that it's not
absolutely.
exaggerated.
Yeah,
True.
You see, those are words. That's for, like they say, talk is cheap. Talk is very cheap. So they'll string any words together and then put them out. Yes, but bottom line, when we started repatriating our citizens, what did they do? What did they do? I think the only one I saw was the Mahama, who said, oh, no, we should hold on, they can resolve it. But what power does Mahama wield? He doesn't wield much. Right? So that's the only time I saw them say, oh, no, we should wait, they can resolve it. But they have not. So as for their complexity, I don't think that one should waste our time now. No, it shouldn't waste our time. The key thing now we should be looking at, fast forward, is how we will get compensation for our citizens, for the manner in which, the South African government is failed to protect our citizens, leading to their death. And most especially we too should be looking at the retaliatory steps. Very, very important. Yes, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
So you're on the same path with Mr. Benton.
Yes, we made it a point. I would be very upset if government renewed the Goldfields contract. I'll be extremely upset. Under no circumstances should that Goldfields contract be renewed. They have gold in their country. They should stay there and mine. Not here. Look, I'll tell you this. Between renewing this for the South Africans and giving this mine to Ibrahim Mahama, I will go for Ibrahim Mahama, because now we are becoming wiser. Look, no matter what, I'm not saying they should give it to Ibrahim Mahama, but I'm saying that should tell you the extent of my revolt. Okay, that rather than that, I will even condone, so to speak. Okay, let me rephrase. It will be better in our national interest to give it to our citizen, right? It doesn't matter that the citizen will have relations in power, etc., than to allow these South Africans to continue to mine this gold and take it out there. Because look, and they don't even treat our citizens well. I can tell you, I even have one case in court like that. She was treated shabbily, sacked, and the job exported to South Africa. This thing that they are taking our jobs, they are taking our... Look, you have no idea. It's just that we don't want to talk about everything. There will never be time to talk about all those things, right? But if you talk to citizens, you see how they are repressed. They are repressed in this country and working for these guys. So me, there is no way I'll support government renewing that lease, that mining lease. I would rather we give it to our own citizens so that, and there will be conditions to make sure that the money stays here. If it stays here, we will have the same employment, etc. Right? And in any event, who even says that government can no longer attempt to mine the gold by itself? Yes, we failed in the past. I know citizens stole, etc. But now, like we keep saying, you see, the country is changing. We keep saying that Christianity are not agregu. I think now we are wiser. Are we saying that today in Ghana, if we want to do a non-political selection, we will not be able to find citizens fit to mine for Ghana? We would, but it's our own greed.
But Goldfield says, look, they highlight some $5 billion investment, over 70% of their revenue stays in Ghana, and so on. I mean, you're wishing all of that away?
Yes. They should just go to their
This
country.
is the response again. I'm sure you're aware of this.
They should go to their country.
I'm just telling you.
That is
Yes.
a good. Look, whatever Goldfields is doing in Ghana, a Ghanaian can do.
Yes.
All right. Look, like you mentioned, Mahama. Fine. Let's just use him. The man has proven that he can do it. Now, give him the same deal. Look at exactly what Goldfields is doing and say that retain the people. Do They bring 6 or so South Africans here to come and supervise our people. 95% of the people working there are Ghanaians.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this argument they've been making all over the place, and I keep getting a lot of reaction because of what I've said in the past. My point is, there is nothing Goldfields is doing in Ghana that we cannot insist that even if we give it to Ibrahim, he should also do the same thing. You understand?
Okay.
So there's a bottom line, and I agree with Martin. That thing is not negotiable. Absolutely, we can't renew that thing. If we renew it, this government will pay a very, very high price for it, and we will continue to harass them. We will continue to harass them. So please, that is off the table. Now I'm saying we should go to the point where we are telling them that if you don't stop this thing, we don't have to be friends with you. We can survive without South Africa. After all, before apartheid, we didn't do anything with them. We can survive without South Africa.
Over $1 billion trade between the two countries.
What do we import from South Africa? Check. Wine. What do we import from South Africa? Wine. And they come and take gold here in raw form, undervalue it, ship it over, and then we'll record a trade surplus. We can survive without them.
Yes. So definitely, look, we should. Mr. Okansi, I think I want to yield at least like 2 minutes of my time. Can we play what the Nigerian senator said in the Nigerian Senate? Yes, the last time I sent it to Abdallah. Yes, so I think I should keep it. Let's play. Let me just keep quiet. Let's see what the Nigerians are saying. Because Ghanaians, we like this. Farmer Nyami. We've suffered a lot under it. Everything, we love peace. And then people are taking all our resources, even internally amongst us. When politicians come and want to make noise, what is it? We must fight back. So let me keep quiet. Let me yield so that we play what the Nigerians are saying. Yes.
Council, thank you. Well, they have also taken the same path of repatriating their citizens back to the country. So, yes, that's just to... and let me come on to you, Dêãd Gh on this matter. And this issue took center stage in Parliament at some point when it started. Yeah. Members of Parliament had cause to charge government to act. Now we're hearing of the death of this latest case of murder, because what we are hearing now is that at least over the last 8 months, between October and now, 3 Ghanaians have been killed, if what the ambassador, the High Commissioner is saying is anything to go by. A worthy retaliatory measure to send a strong message, what should that be?
Well, thank you, my brother, and good morning to you and your team, and then my seniors on the table. And then good morning to the High Commissioner. It's unfortunate that we continue to discuss this matter. It's been on for a while, and I would have thought that at least by now the authorities in
clearly and I'm saying this on air, and I'm saying it, I know your thing is international, okay? I think the South African authorities are complicit.
South African authorities
They
are complicit?
are complicit because clearly they are not interested in getting to the bottom of these matters. All right? Somebody dies, even the name of the person, you are not interested in getting it right. They clearly don't want to do this work. All right? Look, it is time we do something serious about South Africa. Now, we are talking about not renewing the Goldfields lease. We should never do that. Okay? But that's not enough. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, South Africa needs us more than we need them. All right? And to the extent that you do so much business here and the rest of Africa, all these people, most of them, you will find out they are barbers, hairdressers, shopkeepers. They are not doing work which is, giving them millions and whatever it is. It's just the normal thing that people, human beings do, going from one place to the other, okay, to work for a living. And clearly, my worry is that the government of South Africa, if they wanted to deal with this, they would deal with it. But you can see what the High Commissioner is saying. Even getting the facts right on the file, they are messing it up. And it doesn't look like they are giving any seriousness to this whole matter. So look, if I was to speak to our government today, or our foreign minister was here today, I would say, please, tell South Africa that we need seriousness on this matter. We want to see arrests. We want to see people brought to book. Or in the next 3 months, we will suspend diplomatic relations with you. We should do that. We will suspend diplomatic relations because it doesn't make sense to have friendship with somebody who is killing you.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense
friendship
to
with somebody.
pretend to be friends with somebody who is killing you. Now listen, South Africa, as we know, was an apartheid for all these years. Okay, the wealth of South Africa was built by the whites who basically looted their resources, took as much as they could, and then built that country for them. Now, after apartheid, black people are trying to take over. They've made a mess of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but clearly, look at the track. After they lost the full control, and I say full control because in the past they had full control. Now they've lost some control, but they still have a lot of control over the natural resources, etc. What they've done, because the rest of Africa opened up, is that they've taken the South African companies like MTN, like ABSA, like ShopRite, all those big companies, and they've gone out into the rest of Africa. Now, what they lost after apartheid ended, they are getting back that by going into the rest of Africa.
Right.
The point I'm making is that check everywhere in the world whether you see MTN. You won't. But it's one of the biggest telecom companies in the world. Why? Because South Africa has Africa to get money from. Check where most of the multinational companies coming out of an African continent are coming from into the rest of Africa. It's South Africa. And you won't see them anywhere else in the world. In other words, this one country that we helped to gain independence and whatever it is still making a lot of money from us. And we are not saying we are not benefiting. I'm not asking you to go and close down MTN. I'm saying they are making tons of money from us and still treating us as if we are servants, beggars, hewers of water and wood. So my point is, it doesn't make sense to be friends with a country that is killing your people and driving them out. So I would say, dear Mr. President, you've brought our people out of South Africa. The whole world is hailing you. They are killing Ghanaians. We don't want a situation where Ghanaians are reacting in the same way. Okay? Give them 3 months to bring up those people and to stop this thing. Otherwise, suspend diplomatic relations with South Africa. Listen, let me land on this.
Right.
If you look at our trade with South Africa, we don't buy much from them, honestly. We have a trade surplus with them.
Yes.
Mainly because we export gold. The Goldfields matter we are talking about. And you know what they do? They don't refine the gold here. So they do take the Dory gold, okay, and the Dory gold's value is less than refined gold. And then they take it off to South Africa and record it. So we almost always have a trade surplus with them. They go and refine it there, get better value and go. I am not accusing them of anything because I don't have the facts. But clearly, okay, that thing is the reason why we have that trade surplus. And that itself is problematic.
Yeah.
Because if they did a better job with the gold, there will be better value going out. You understand? My fundamental point is South Africa needs us more. We import wine from there. What will happen to Ghana if we don't drink wine? And there's nothing we import from South Africa which we can't get from elsewhere. Okay? We're not going to attack their companies like MTN and Go who are doing a good job here. But they must feel the pinch. Because like I said the last time, if you are making money from here in the rest of Africa, you should put some pressure on your government to respect the people who you are trading with and making money and, repatriating the money into your country. So for me, this thing, we should not take it lightly at all.
Absolutely. You make the proposal that you want a 3 months period.
Find the people,
deadline,
prosecute them. Yes. Otherwise, Ghana should suspend. And when Ghana leaks, the rest of Africa will follow. They will sit up. Suspend diplomatic relations with South Africa. What do we need them for? What do we need them for?
It's gotten to that point.
Oh, absolutely, yes. People are dying. People are dying. And it's not like they are taking it seriously. You even get the name of the person wrong. Who told them the other name? Okay? It shows they don't care. Our ambassador has told you the correct name. Change it on the paper. You don't even want to change it. Okay? And clearly after all this time, they are shifting around the issue. It suggests to me that one, they don't care. Okay? And they think that this will also go away just like every other thing. And I'm saying, look, this is one too many. And it's not the first time. After we having to spend money to go and repatriate our people, if we didn't repatriate them, maybe more people will be dead. Do we want another person to be dead? And my bottom line is this. Don't pretend to be friends with somebody who is killing you. It doesn't make sense.
Wonderful. Kofi Bento, thank you so much for this. Let me acknowledge the presence of Haruna Mohammed, is the Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Mr. Mohammed, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Okasi.
Also joining us is a former coursemate of mine. We graduated the same year from Accra Academy. He chose a different path. He's a member of parliament now and a private legal practitioner as well. Bernard Bediako-Beidou is member of parliament for the Akwatia constituency. Lobby, morning.
Good morning. And thanks for having me.
So it's now an Accra family here.
No, it had to be established because we celebrate him.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
The first time.
Thank you.
Perfect. Council, on this. And the ambassador the High Commissioner is back. Can you hear me, Mr. Kwashi?
Yes, Alfred. Yes, Alfred, I can hear you.
The October murder and the February murder that you talk about.
Yes.
What has the High Commission done about these two instances?
Well, we've reported to the Department of International Relations. Usually, we are not allowed as a diplomatic mission to deal directly with the police. Whatever you do, you have to do it through their form of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We've done that. We've been waiting on them for the report that they promised to give us. They've not given us any report, but those cases have been open. Investigations are ongoing, and we want to believe that now that this has come up and the whole world is listening to it now, they'll expedite action on it and make sure that we get those murders resolved for us to know exactly what happened to our citizens.
I see, but have there been conclusion or closure to the murders? There's the last year, October 1 and this February 1. Has there been investigations? What has the outcome been?
What we've been told is that their investigations are still ongoing and that they have not even arrested any single individual. Now, when the minister insisted that we should go to the police station where this issue happened at, when we got there, we were told by people in the community that they are aware that 2 people out of the 9 that murdered our citizen have been arrested. Now, the police was keeping that.
We ain't some who team course or channel. I mean, and I was so dear. That's an so bad in the